Hi, so I'm going to go ahead and start by answering this first question of are you a 7 out of 10 or a 5 out of 5? I have a wide range of abilities, but I also have a very long list of things that I'm terrible at. For example, editing videos. So this is as fancy as it's going to get. For that reason, I would consider myself a very generous 7 out of 10. I think there's always room for improvement, so 5 out of 5 really doesn't make much sense to me. So tell us your story. I am the middle child between two sisters, and I think that this fact has shaped my life and my story more than any other aspect of my life. My older sister is my idol and my leader, and my younger sister is someone that makes me want to be better and do more and worry less. That's definitely something that I've learned from her. We are three completely different people with polar opposite personalities, and I learn more from them each day than I have from any textbook or professor. So my biggest weakness, as I said, is worrying too much about each day. And my sisters make me focus more about what my story will be today and not what it was yesterday and not what it's going to be tomorrow. So today, my story is that I'm exactly where I want to be with people that inspire me every single day, that make me want to grow and do more and be better. And my only wish for that story is if I could slow it down a little bit. So from there, what I want for the new members to gain out of spring retreat is just that it should be a time for them to be making connections. And that's really something that I wish I had done a lot more of at my spring retreat. The first couple of weeks as a new member are really overwhelming, and I definitely experienced that firsthand. This retreat should be a time that slows everything down for them, and instead of thinking about the training or the responsibility that they're getting themselves into, although it's a great one, it's a time for them to kind of look around at the incredible people that are beside them and realize how truly blessed they are to be a part of this organization. And then, instead of just standing there and realizing this, which is kind of what I did, it's their time to get a part of that group and know that they are able to make themselves a part of it by being there. I'll admit that I didn't make the effort that I should have, and I think learning that would make me in a much better position to be a leader for this retreat. I want new members to walk away from the retreat not feeling overwhelmed by the beautiful, incredible family that they've entered, but instead I want them to feel like they've joined something bigger than they ever could have imagined, and that they are excited to continue making connections with these people. So from there, I have a really big role as a spring leader, if that's what I want them to come across, especially since I know it's something that I didn't work as hard at as being a participant in it. So from there, I think that it's a time for new members to take a deep breath and essentially bask in the love that is Cicerones. And so my job with that is just being as approachable as possible and taking those conversations that can be, basic and service level conversations and making them a little bit deeper so that they're actually forming the friendships that are available to them and that they're making this organization feel like the family that it really is and that everyone talks about. From there, like I said, this is a family, and that's what everyone encourages so much, and that's not something that you feel immediately. So I think the other thing as a leader would be approaching those people that you can tell feel like that, and making sure that they know that it's a process and that they have time to grow into it, and that as long as they're putting the effort there, then it's going to be able to be something they're a part of. Obviously, the retreat is a lot about fun and playing the fun games that we get to do in order to get to know each other. So I'm ready to be fired up and energetic for that and helping them experience whatever it is our spring retreat leaders have planned for us. From there, they should leave being excited for what's to come. The spring retreat is just the beginning as a new member, and that's one thing that I left realizing too, is that my spring retreat leaders definitely got across to me that this is a very small taste of what you get to be a part of in this organization and what's going to become of it and how much you're going to grow. I think that my leadership style is mostly just knowing when is a time to follow and when it is a time to lead. I can be very outspoken and ramble a lot when I get nervous, especially, so I never want to feel like I'm taking the time that someone else would like to be speaking, and that's one position that's really important for me to realize as a leader and that I've learned over time. So allowing those people that maybe aren't as outspoken, because they do exist in Cicerones, and making sure that they have their time to talk and have their time to give their input. A time that I really experienced this was right before my senior year of high school, I was enabler at a camp called Massanetta for middle schoolers. So I had a group of 15 middle schoolers that I was in charge of for the week, and basically just led small group with them and helped them talk about things that they were experiencing and things that they wanted to talk about. And through that time, I really realized that sometimes what I needed to do was to sit there and not say anything at all. And even though I maybe had a lot to share, or the silence made me feel a little uncomfortable, it was their time to lead and their time to create the conversation. And so that's where I really learned the idea of knowing when it was a time to follow and when it was a time to keep everyone on track and be the leader in that situation. So on that note, thank you very much for watching my interview. I'm looking forward to it.